degree in environmental studies at the University of Buffalo and just recently finished a 10-month term with the AmeriCorps NCCC program, traveling all over the southwestern region of the United States. I just decided to come back to school, so I'm extremely excited to be a part of this new program at UB. The sustainability development goal that I was assigned was to ensure access to affordable, reliable, and sustainable and modern energy for all. Most of the goals, which focus on around affordable and clean energy, have been set to be reached by 2030, and a large focus on bringing universal access to affordable, reliable, and modern energy services, along with improving energy efficiency and increasing the use of renewable energy. Although these goals have been said to be reached by 2030, it is currently not on track. The Sustainable Development Goal of achieving affordable and clean energy is especially important as 9 out of 10 people have access to electricity. There are still 840 million people left without access to this. Being able to have a way to share affordable and clean energy would be tremendous, as 41% of the world's population lack access to clean cooking fuels and technologies. Also, finding a way to make energy renewable would be even greater, as those 9 out of 10 who do have access to this electricity, only 17.5 of them are using a renewable source, and of that 17.5%, only 55% are using a new modern way of renewable technology. One case study that I found that was quite interesting relating to my sustainable development goal was through the Sierra Club and the Ready for 100 campaign. This campaign focuses on bringing cities in the United States to commit to working towards running on renewable energies. The campaign first began in 2016, and at the time they only had 17 cities committing to this 100% renewable source. Just 2 years later, in 2018 though, the campaign almost quadrupled, with having 82 cities making a commitment. To track their progress, the Sierra Club released 2 case studies titled Case Study Report, Cities That Are Ready for 100% Clean Energy. And in these reports, they follow different major cities and their journeys to become powered completely with clean energy. One city that really caught my eye was Denver, Colorado. And this is because they used to be very reliant on coal and fracking gas. Denver plans to run at least 100% of clean energy by 2030, and the whole state plans to reduce all of their emissions by 80% by 2050 with the new Climate Action Act. This plan has goals that include a setup for community solar programs, a net zero building code for new construction by 2035, and a plan to turn all duty vehicles such as taxis or ride shares into 100% electric by 2050. To help reach these goals, Denver and the mayor had partnered with 50 different major businesses and nonprofits to help support their plan. One of the biggest partners is Xcel Energy. Xcel Energy plans to replace 2 units at the Colorado coal plants with a $2.5 billion investment in clean energy and energy generation. This move should save more than $213 million and reduce carbon emissions by 59%, and plans for 55% of Colorado's energy to come from renewable sources. One of the goals that Sustainable Goal number 7 relates to is actually goal number 6, to ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. As it is a goal that humans should have access to basic human rights, similar to humans having access to clean energy and electricity, as many do not. This can also go hand in hand with the 41% of the world's population lacking clean cooking and fuels and technologies, as 1.8 billion individuals around the world do not have access to drinking and cooking water, as many of them are contaminated. Along with almost 40% of the global population being affected with water scarcity and 840 million being left without electricity. These are both basic human rights that many should have access to but do not. This is why I think both of them relate, as they are both simple things that we should be able to achieve in the future. And that is all about my SDG, and can't wait to see you guys again.